The terrible case of an influencer who was seen and has outraged the world. Yes, here. Thank you. Here's the photograph. We'll need to put the forts. Well, I'd say doing more wheel or where with absolutely. We went to the hospital. We slept in here. The process now. So I'm taking the motorbike into the hospital. And we've already been ready. 80, 60, 70 kilometers to another city. To a hospital for tests. For administration. A beloved and popular influencer was traveling the world on a motorcycle with her husband. Everything seemed perfect. Then when they arrived in India, something very disturbing happened to them. And that is that in a certain areas, they're tent for sleeping. They were even near a police station. A group asked. Workers arrived and hit his wife. And they took her away. And did things to her one by one, again and again. It was hours. So a motorcycle trip around the world. It turns you into a nightmare for this influencer. And now you're going to learn all about the case. Vicente traveled to Brazil where he met Fernanda. Vicente was 63 and Fernanda 28. And after having worked his entire life, Vicente, I want to enjoy the time I have with Fernanda. So they decided to travel the world by motorcycle and document and share on their networks what they were experiencing. Gradually, they became famous and turned into influencers. They traveled through Europe, then the Middle East, exploring remote and wild places. They've had very good experiences. And not so good things, but the twist would arrive in India. And it is a Friday, the 1st of March, 2024. They were camping near a police station when suddenly 7 men arrived. Vicente was hurt and Fernanda was taken to the bushes. They took everything from her, was subjected to things for hours. Vicente offered them money, he offered everything, but they were after Fernandez. After being left behind, they spoke to the police. They managed to record these men when they arrived at the village. Many of these men were country folk. They approached out of curiosity, wanting to know what they were doing there since it's a non-tourist area. Vicente and Fernand were used to this attention because they visit all kinds of places, even seeking out some that are not so touristy. It was thanks to this recording that they had the image of the people who would later attack them. Thanks to this, the Indian police have already arrested several men. Incredibly, many have attacked Fernandez, saying it was all their fault. Also, a photo of the men who were arrested has been shared. Yes, with some strange black masks on their faces. That image was shared by the authorities. Now, these men might spend a few years in prison or even their whole lives, because the crime they committed is considered quite serious in India. And India gave $12,000 to Vicente. This caused a huge international scandal since many, they said, how was it possible that it was given to Vicente and not to Fernandez? But according to social media, this is because in India, women are seen as objects owned by men. That's why the authorities emphasized that the money was for Vicente because his property was damaged. Others, however, criticized that it did not exist. No amount is enough to compensate for what these men did to Fernando. Vicente said he feels shattered, but he understands that Fernanda really lived through the surgery. Fernanda has already taken medication for calmness, to be relaxed, but also for illness, and to prevent pregnancy. They are going to travel to Spain for more tests. And Fernanda, what was the greatest punishment for those men who did something so terrible to her? Yet, Vicente and Fernanda's couple are going to try to go around the world again, and this won't destroy their dreams. Which sadly is quite common in India, and the worst part is that it has been increasing over the years. It's more common for men to do this. That's why Indian justice wants to take extreme measures to stop such terrible acts. The sad part is that it has happened to female tourists as well, if it has happened to foreign female tourists. 3. When it happens to a woman in India, they prefer not to say anything, because instead of getting support, they are attacked and criticized, being told it's their fault. Yes, it's disturbing this case that happened in India. Now tell me, what do you think?